Welcome to Extra Time. Full house in the studio today. Brian, as dapper as ever.
Collar's hanging out. Is
Is it hanging out now?
No, it's all right.
Other side.
Do you know what that's telling me?
And look at that. The bare ankles are on show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, look at that.
Is that twill? What is the suit? Is it
Twill?
I'm not sure. Exactly.
What is twill? I don't think I've ever heard
It's
of
like
that.
a thick sort of. Come on, man.
You've just made twill up.
No, I did not.
No, it is. Brian's oozing late night, early morning start.
Yeah. What time are you up this morning,
Because
Brian?
he told me.
Early.
Yeah.
We had my wife's extended family over yesterday.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, we had some of her family members in from Ireland, so we had a rather later evening.
Oh, I see.
And how did that go, Brian?
It was fun. Really
Did you
nice.
sleep or did you push
No,
through?
I slept.
You didn't do a Stevie Nicol?
No.
Well, don't do a Stevie Nicol ever.
Peter Walton celebrating as well his wedding anniversary yesterday. Had a party.
Congratulations, Peter.
There you go.
Found out that his daughter is pregnant.
No, I don't think she is.
She's not? Also, she's not. Okay.
Oh, dear, right. Might need to loosen that tie a bit, Pete.
It's getting warm in here.
Was there ever a derby game you knew coming that you'd be sending someone off, Pete?
No, there wasn't. But there were plenty of games where I knew I'd got to have my wits about me with various players on display. That's
Which
for
one in
sure.
particular?
Was any of them at this
can't-
desk?
I can't name and shame them. Craig Burley, maybe, but I can't. No. There are a few characters around in the Premier League and in the Football League who would raise their profile a little bit too often, and you'd be aware of them. So I wouldn't go in there think I was going to send them off, but if it happened, it happened.
How many red cards did you give out, Peter, in your career? Do you know it?
I don't know actually. Not many, or not as many as I should have done according to my match assessors at times. I can remember sending Nanny off at Aston Villa, Manchester United, and for a challenge that wasn't worthy of it, and Mr. Ferguson gave me some development points afterwards.
I bet he did. Red card, Brian?
Well
how many do you have?
Not professionally, no.
No, none. Yeah, any red cards, Craig? 2? Any of them in particular high-profile matches?
Well, I had one for Dundee. Is that high profile?
And then the small matter of the World Cup.
Yes.
Ali?
1.
Diving?
No.
No.
Double yellow.
Double yellow.
Second one was a little questionable.
Really?
Soft.
What's up?
Does Coutinho go over 20 goals and 10 assists at Bayern? Was that confirmed today?
I'm going to say no, not over 20 goals.
Maybe 10 assists, but not 20 goals.
No?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I think he is a chance to. The assist, I agree for sure with Lewandowski. But yeah, I'll throw it out there. I'm in on 2010.
Why aren't, Peter, captains, coaches allowed to request VAR reviews like in other sports? Maybe they could be allowed a maximum of 2 requests per game.
Well, one of the great misconceptions about VAR is that it would slow the game down, it would stop the game at every junction, and it doesn't. We can clearly see that. And when the lawmakers were looking at it, they decided that perhaps some coaches or some captains would use their request as time tactics and just to slow the game down. So they decided that it wouldn't be left in the hands of the coach or the hands of the captain to ask for a review. It was left to the VAR and the referee themselves. So done for the right reasons, I think.
Here is a question and a half. Maybe you haven't reached it yet. At what age were you at your prime?
Was that aimed at me?
Well, when were you at your refereeing prime, Pete?
That's a better question. I was going to say I'm yet to peak. I would suggest that my last 3 or 4 years as a referee, because people knew that I was on the way out.
Seriously.
And the people knew I was on the way out, and they just left me alone, so I could just referee a game. And by the way, Brian McBride was a pleasure to referee.
Thank you, Peter. And you are a wonderful ref yourself.
Oh my goodness!
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
When were you at your prime, Brian?
I think for me it was later than.
Yeah, you peaked later.
Yeah, it was probably low 30s.
Was that Fulham?
Yeah, Fulham. Yeah. 2002 World Cup on. It was probably a 4-year period there.
Yeah.
somewhere.
Oh, I was well gone by then.
When were you at your best?
I would say peak years for me, certainly fitness-wise, 27.
Right, was that Celtic? Was that you?
26, between 26 and 28, that sort of
That's your prime.
natural fitness.
You're nodding as well, Ali, yeah? Right about there?
Yeah, that is exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Which kind of worries me. Because I thought I took care of myself, much
28.
better than Craig did. But
But everybody's different because, you know, like I said, Gordon Strachan and Gary McAllister playing some of the best football of their career in their late 30s, but Teddy Sheringham's another. But the body makeup is different. They're not carrying it, you know, they're naturally fit. I'm sure they looked after themselves.
Sure.
But injuries were relatively lucky. Maka done his cruciate at least once. So injuries, body makeup, and I suppose how you look after yourself. But some guys can, you know, in 32 hours, the injuries had taken a toll. I was struggling, but other people are
and
good.
nowadays, especially the science behind it, you know, the not overtraining.
Science behind not going out drinking.
The science
that
behind
too.
that 10
Some
pints
good
isn't good
decision
for you.
making, along with.
also, your position on the field. There are positions in which you can stretch it a little bit longer than
Right.
you would. And if say you're
Goalkeeper, obviously.
Well, if you're a guy that depends on your speed as a striker, and now you get past that prime time, and that speed is gone, and your other parts of the game are not nearly as strong, then
What if the speed was never there?
well then you have to play.
Look this way.
Well, my speed was never
to learn to play.
I was never the quickest, but I was always a box-to-box midfielder.
Right.
And then I just became a
box.
a box and a half.
I think you've already answered this, but we'll finish with this from Brian's suit, Pete. Out of Craig, Ali, or Brian?
Wait, hold on. Brian's suit.
Yes.
Oh, Pete. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah, I'm with you now.
Out of Craig, Ali, or Brian, who would make the best referee?
Well, I can narrow it down to two.
Right.
All right. I'm out.
And of Brian or Ali, I would suggest that they could both make a decent. One make a decent VAR and one make a decent referee. There you go.
What have I ever done to you?
I can't tell the national TV that.
Yeah.
Ali would be quite lenient on diving, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
But he'd be able to see it. He'd see it.
I know that when I see one.
And he admires it enough that he'd be like, I'm going to give it to him. I got a reward.
Good. Penalty. That was good. Penalty.
Referee, that's a Get out there, you. Drop me cards. Pick my cards up.
Thank you very much, Peter. Thank you, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Goodness knows what we'll talk about tomorrow. I don't know what's going on. You're here tomorrow, aren't you, Brian? There you go.
I'm not coming.
Julian's on as well. Talk about Neymar.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here as well.
Neymar.
Hey. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPNFC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.